me. It's me. And yes, y'all don't know who the fuck me is. So, my name's Angel. This is Aight, so boom. So, excuse me, my lace front is not all that lacy. Like, you can tell she's there. My brows, I don't know. It's kind of hot, so, feel me? This is what it is. This is what it is. But, I want to do a story time. I'm always doing story times on my Instagram and all that. Oh yeah, this is real raggedy, so just like, you know, whatever. But I'm always doing story times on my Instagram, so I was like, shit, fuck it, let's get on the tube. Why not? Let's see what's going on. So this story time is about the time that me, your girl, your bitch, got married in daycare. Yes, I had a man's at 3 years old, and we was stuck like glue for like a cute little week or something. This was another time I was living in South Carolina, and you know, I don't live there no more, you know, praise be. I don't live there no more. But you know, if y'all ever been to South Carolina, it's real country. I mean, it's real different, you know what I mean? So this was kind of like, whatever, like, you want to get married in preschool, shit, do you know me, do you. So I mean, daycare, what the fuck. So yeah, girl, I did me. All right, so this takes place, like I said, South Carolina. I went to a daycare. I'm not gonna get a real name of the daycare nor name it because it doesn't necessarily matter. All right, so it's me, and I have sisters, so it's me and my 3 sisters and my best beach, and of course the nigga that I married. So my sisters, they don't really need a name, you feel me? Like, they wasn't that important, you know what I mean? So every time I talk about them, I'm just gonna say my sisters. Boom. But I had a best friend, and I'm gonna name my best friend, I'm gonna name her Thief, because you feel me, she really did some foul ass shit to me, and I'm gonna let y'all know at the end of the story, because she a thieving ass, conniving ass, disrespectful ass 3-year-old little bitch, and you know, I was not fucking with her back then, because that situation, I mean, like, it's been years, so it's like, what up, hey girl, it is what it is. But back in the day, she had me fucked up. So anyway, let me get into the story. Like, I'm backtracking, let me get into the story. Back at this particular daycare, it only was running in the summer. I think it did run during school, but I didn't go to it while I had schooling. And also, I was like 3 fucking years old, so I wasn't even in school. You feel what I'm saying? But I think my sisters were, so I don't know. This particular preschool, daycare, I don't know why the fuck I keep saying that. But this daycare, it was kind of like set up like classes. So you would be in like classes of maybe like, I don't know, 20 little ass kids. And they would teach you how to write your name, how to spell, all that. So that was kind of like what we do. But we would mostly play for that day. They would let you out of classes, and you would be, you know, in like the bigger area of the daycare where you could like play around until I guess your parents came. But even then, you would still be there for like a good few hours. It was me and my best friend, and me and Thief. And we had the same little, like, sorry y'all, like, I'm in front of my window and it's like, you feel me? But we had the same like class, or we had the same little group or whatever. And I remember it was like the first week, and you know, kids were still coming in, everybody was new, trying to, you know, get acclimated. Big ass word. Trying to get acclimated. I remember I was sitting down, and we was on the, you know the little rugs where it's like the like puzzle pattern, but every puzzle piece is like a different color type shit. I remember I was sitting on the ground talking to Thief, and I don't remember what the fuck we was talking about. We was like 3, probably none serious. And it was like the beginning of the day, everybody was coming in, we were all introducing ourselves, you know, like, hey, my name is blah blah blah, and oh my god, my name is blah blah blah. So I turned and I'm like, who that? Like, who is that? You feel me? And it was just this little boy, and he had a do-rag on and a little jersey and some Timberlands. And I was feeling it. I was like, oh shit, you feel me? Mind you, I'm 3 years the fuck old. I'm 3 years old. But I'm like, oh my god, he is fun as fuck. Like, he giving me something. Like, what's, you know what I mean? So we had like, you know, places on the mat. So he came and he sat down beside the bitch, and I was like, okay, Mr. Teacher, like, I see you trying to ship us or whatever. So I turned to him and I'm like, hey. Like, listen, you feel me? And he like, hey. And I'm like, what's your name? And he like, shit, we gonna call him Do-Rag, you feel me? Because he always had a damn do-rag on. So he was like, shit, my name Do-Rag. And I'm like, alright, you feel me? Like, what's your name? I'm like, my name is Angel. Like, and then, you know, my bestie introduced herself. She wasn't, you know, she wasn't really as, she had no flavor with it, you know. She was just, my name's Thief, you know. But my name's Angel, you know. Like, I was in it, you feel me? So then, after that, honestly, it was kind of like we was together all the time. 3 peas in a pod. 3 musketeers, if you will. You know what I mean? We was on the swings. It would be me, Thief, and Do-Rag. You feel me? If I was eating, it was me, Thief, and Do-Rag. If we was playing Barbies, it was me and Thief. Do-Rag ain't really fuck with all that. But he was there. You know what I mean? He just wasn't with the shits. I was like, you know, Thief, I like him. You feel me? Like, we here. We cool. Like, this is my nigga. And, you know, we was like 3. She ain't give a fuck. She was not worried about that. You know, she was like, oh, Uri, like, is we finna climb this tree type shit? Like, she wasn't bothered. And I wasn't that pressed about it because I was fucking 3 years old. But I just knew he was cute. You feel me? And we was getting along or whatever. One fucking day, it would been like 3 weeks of us always hanging out and just, you know, bitch, I thought my backdrop was about to fall now. But it just had been that long of us just hanging out and just being cool, just being around each other, whatever. And one day we was in a little caboose or the caboodle or the cubbies. Okay, so like, you know, outside the little wooden, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was in that. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But we was in there, we was just chilling. I don't know, doing whatever fuck we was doing, I don't even know. But I remember he was like, you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, yo. And that was that. You feel me? We was together, bitch. My man, period. So, yeah, and I remember because I was in South Carolina, it's a lot, you know, it was a lot of Caucasian persuasions. There wasn't too many of my peoples, you know. Is this racist? I'm really not trying to sound racist. But you know what I'm saying? So, y'all know what the fuck I'm saying now. Y'all know what I'm saying. But yeah, so we was all like, all the little girls had crushes on my mans. And I'm like, y'all can't, this ain't that, you feel me? But, I mean, I really kind of didn't give a fuck. Like, I was really playing with my dolls in sandboxes and doing me. Like, I was doing me. So, it was one day in particular. And I remember this day because it was my birthday. I was turning 4 the fuck years old, y'all. Yes, it was so cute. And my teacher was in the class part. We weren't like in the area where you play. So we was in the class part and my teacher was like, you know, happy birthday, it's your birthday, blah, blah, blah. And we used to have a sandbox. And I remember it was just a big ass fucking deal to play in this sandbox. I don't know why. So I remember I told my teacher, I was like, listen, because I'm smooth. So I was like, it's my birthday. Like, let me play in this sand. You feel me? Like, come on, my nigga, it's my birthday. And he was like, I don't really want to do that. And I'm like, it's my birthday. Like, you're wildin'. Let me play in the sand. You know what I mean? So he was like, yeah, eventually. And we all stopped playing. All my little friends is like, you got this sandbox open? And I'm like, I did. You feel me? Like, just gassed. So we playing in the sand, It's fun or whatever. And then my teacher comes over and he's like, oh, Do-Rag want to see you? He's at the door. And he sounded like mad confused. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm playing in the sand. Like, I'm not trying to fuck with you right now. I don't give a fuck how much of my nigga you is. You feel me? Like, I'm playing with the sand. Come on. It's my birthday. Like, let me do me. So I walk to the door, whatever. And I'm like, hey, like, the fuck? And he's like, you know, it's your birthday. And he was not even really talking like that. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. She's like, it's your birthday, happy birthday. You know, you're my girlfriend, and I love you. And I was like, even at 3, I was like, he doing the most. But I was like, oh, alright, like, you know, like, go ahead, wrap it up. I'm trying to go play. So he's like, so I brought this ring, and will you marry me? And I was like, shit, will I? Like, you know what I mean? So I look at the ring. It was like this little gold, like, you know, the gold band with like a little flower piece on it. And I'm like, alright, like, I mean, it was cute, you know, for 3, you know what I mean? But so I was like, yes. And he was like, alright, cool. And he like left, like just left. So I put the ring on and I'm looking like, he wanna marry me? What the fuck? So I go and I walk completely past the sandbox. Now I'm like, shit, fuck it. I go, I sit down, we had a rocking chair. I sit on the rocking chair and I'm like rocking back and forth, looking at my hair like, oh shit. And all my friends come around and I'm like, I don't know why I covered up my hand, y'all. I was so fucking dramatic. So I covered my hand. My friends, they come in and they're like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, you know, white excitement, you know. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm getting married. And me and my friends start fucking wilding. Like, you could tell we was watching movies back in the day, girl. Because how the fuck? And then my teacher comes and he's like, what? Let me see. And I'm like, no, because he gonna fucking snitch. So I'm like, no, like, mind your business, Mr. Sir. Mind yours. And he's like, let me see. I'm gonna call your mom. And I'm like, already? Like, it's like that? Like, a bitch can't be happy around this, you know? Like, the fuck? I show him and I'm like, don't tell my mom. Please, what the fuck? And he called her anyway. And he tell her anyway. So it's just like, why you had to hate on a young nigga shine like that? Like, why you had to, whatever. So boom. I want to say I go home that day. And my mom told my fucking dad. And he came out of nowhere and was like, you can't have a man till you're 30, blah. Like, nigga. So I remember I was in my sister's room that night. I was like, y'all, I'm getting married. Tomorrow's the ceremony. Me and him and me. Period. So the next day, I had convinced my mom to let me wear my church dress to school. It was a little white dress with these little flowers on it. It's just real, you know, real church, real hallelujah, if you will. So I was like, Mom, excuse me, can I wear this dress, please, please? And she's like, no, what the fuck? You're not going to church. Like, you're not finna mess up your Sunday best. Like, come on now. And I'm like, Mom, like, please. Like, I was begging. And then she was like, yeah, like, eventually she just gave in, you know, to shut me the fuck up, I guess. It worked for me, though. So I put on my good little suit. All my sisters, I have 3 sisters. So all my sisters was in on it at this point. Nobody told my mom I was getting married. Because after, you know, I talked to my dad, I guess she figured that was that. But that was not that. So we get there. And, you know, class goes by, you feel me? I couldn't see him at all. I was so serious. I was like, don't come around me. Because I ain't finna fuck up the wedding. But, you know, whatever. So I'm talking to Thief. Mind you, the bitch is named Thief for a reason. I can't wait to get into the way this bitch stabbed me in my back. Yo, this shit is crazy. Anyway, so I'm talking to Thief. I'm like, when we go outside to play in the big building, help me pick the flowers, you know, so we can get married and blase. And by this point, all the teachers in the daycare knew. They was like, hey, they getting married. I don't know, nobody stopped it, but shit, it is what it is. The time comes and we're outside, we're picking flowers. They was those little regular ass, rusty ass little dandelions. But we were with what we had. We was, mind you, I was 4 years old. I ain't give a fuck. We picking flowers by the fence. I'm with Thief. And I'm like, girl, I'm so excited. I'm gonna get married. And then we gonna be playing outside forever. Like, 3 years old. This is what I'm thinking. Fucking marriage is, girl. So Thief is like, yeah, that's real cute for you. I'm real happy. Mind you, she was kind of hating on me a little bit. I'm like, shorty, what you mad about, shorty? But it is what it is. So we picked the flowers. it was like actually set up like a whole fucking wedding. Like my sisters was in a row, like they the bridesmaid. The fucking teachers was there. Like he had a ring pop. Like girl. So the time comes, I'm walking down the aisle, aka the basketball court. You feel me? I'm walking up to him, you know. I don't remember what the fuck the vows were. I just remember they were short as hell. Then he put the little ring on my finger, and I was like, oh my God, we married. Literally that same day. We playing on the fucking swings. All the teachers is coming by. They like, oh, y'all got married. We gonna tell your mama, like, fucking snitch ass bitches, like, get the fuck, y'all ain't stopping. What y'all telling for? But we on the swings. And I remember Do-Rag was like, yeah, let me get on. And I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck? He was like, let me get on the swing. And I'm like, no, I'm swinging. It's like mad other swings open. Like, go over there. And I'm looking at Thief like, bitch, am I crazy? Like this nigga tripping. So he's like, you know what? It's over. And I was like, bitch, I was like, I hopped up the swing because he had me footed. I said, I don't care. I threw the ring down. Boom. I'm like, you can have that. I don't want to be with you no more. I'm 4 years old. I can find somebody. It's whatever. Like, if it's done, nigga, it's done, and that's on that. I'm not to give a fuck about your stupid ass ring. And I walks off. Mind you, should have been a red flag when Thief ain't walk off with me. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, why you still there still? But whatever. So, shit, nigga went home and we was divorced. The weekend goes by, and mind you, we didn't have daycare on the weekend. At least I didn't go to daycare on the weekend. You feel me? So the weekend goes by. I hadn't heard from Thief. Last time I saw her was after that disastrous breakup. Like, I go back to daycare that next Monday. And, you know, I'm walking in. We was mad late. I don't remember why, but we was late. And I see, because we had little benches, you know, in the play. We was in the big play area. Like, I missed the class and everything. I was late as hell. So I come in and I'm looking, you know, I'm looking for Thief. First thing I do, look for my bitch. You feel me? Like, link up. Let's play with these Barbies. We finna have fun. I look around and I'm like, I don't see her, like, anywhere. Like, she's not by the sand. She not outside. She not by the dogs. Like, I'm like, where is this bitch? She not even in the older people section. So I'm like, shorty, like, what's up? And I didn't see fucking Do-Rag either. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I was walking back, and I remember I was coming from, like, the back way. And if you come from, like, the back ways, these benches that are, like, facing the opposite direction toward, like, the arcade area. So, you know, you're facing someone's back. And I seen the back of Thief's head. And I was like, oh, there's my bitch. And then around her shoulder, I see a fucking jersey and a do-rag. And I'm like, I know she is not sitting here with my mans. I know she not. Like, I know she not. Bitch, I'm telling you, his arm all around her. They having a good kiki. They laughing and shit. Don't even know I'm behind them. Feeling fucking betrayed and distraught. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I'm 4 years old and you doing me like this, bitch? I've known you and you doing me like this? So I walk up, you know, I'm real quiet. You know, I'm like, oh, this is, bitch, shit. You ain't gonna catch me coming. So I walk up. Literally, it was kind of fucking creepy. I don't know why I did it. But I said, what y'all doing? And it was like, bitch jumped up, clean up, not even sitting down no more. They like, hey, and I'm like, yeah, like, what is y'all doing? The fuck? And this stupid bitch had the nerve to reintroduce me to this nigga like I ain't know who he was. She was like, Angel, this is Do-Rag, this is my boyfriend. And I'm like, bitch, I know who the fuck that is, bitch. I was married to him. This is my ex-husband. So bitch, I was pissed as fuck, okay? I was mad as hell. I was 4 years old, like, what the fuck? This, how you, like, you gonna have a nerve, like, the nerve of this bitch to take my nigga. This is why I call her a thief. She gonna take my nigga and then reintroduce me to him. Like, I ain't supposed to know who the fuck that is, bitch. Like, so I was pissed. I was like, you know what? literally, I remember saying this to her because I remember I had saw it on TV, and I promise I'm not making this up. I saw this on TV, right? So I remember I said to her, I was like, "You are a backstabber. You stabbed me in the back." And literally after that, I wouldn't cook that bitch for the rest of the week. Now the next week she broke up with him, and it was like niggas was for like we bounced back. We was back tight. But you feel me? Yeah, that's the motherfucking story, girl. I got married, got divorced, and my best friend took my nigga from me. Like, girl, what the fuck? But let me know in the comments below if you liked it. If not, you feel me? Then you can talk shit about my background, talk shit about the fit. Like, I don't know, shit, say what y'all got going on. Have y'all ever been married before? And if so, if you're comfortable, how did it end? You know what I mean? How old was y'all? Was it a real marriage? Like, let me know. Shit, I want to know. But thank you guys for watching. And remember, be kind to others. And at the very least, bitch, be kind to yourself. Okay?